Hello, this is the Daily Forex Report for March 1st. We are looking at the U.S. Japanese yen pair first. This pair moved higher, basically hit previous areas of support and resistance, which would now be resistance, and then pulled back, closed up, but much lower than where it was at its high. We are looking for this pair to potentially move as high as 82.59, possibly as low as 81.36. Look for some resistance around 82.25 and look for some support around 81.59. Now the Euro USD, this particular pair closed lower, didn't quite break the high, did create an inside bar, moving sideways. Look for it to potentially go as high as 139.31, possibly as low as 136.52. Look for some resistance around 138.50. Possibly hitting support around 13700. Now the pound US dollar pair, this pair surged to the upside, broke through previous level of resistance, but pulled back to close below it. We are looking for this pair to potentially go as high as 164.04, possibly as low as 161.55. Look for some resistance around 163.25 and look for some support around 162.00. Now the U.S. Swiss, this pair closed even during today's session. Looks like this pullback has lost some steam. Looking for it to move lower from here, possibly on a move to the upside though, going as high as 0.9377, possibly as low as 0.9217. Look for some resistance around 0.9325 and look for some support around 0.9200. Now there are really no news announcements during this next session, at least none that no significant news announcements that are being released. As far as what I'm looking at from a trade perspective, go to the U.S. Japanese yen pair, go to the 4-hour time frame. Let me zoom out a little bit. If you notice that we've had the market moved higher, we had an area here of resistance. It broke through that to the next level of resistance and then has moved lower from there. So most likely what we can see, it could form a head and shoulders here and move a little bit higher and then dive down, and we look for a drop there. But I believe that we will see it move lower. Did create an inside bar over the last 4 hours, so even with this bar moving higher, I think we have the potential for it breaking lower and coming down to this point, grabbing about 15 pips and then seeing if it will bounce off that level again. So over the next 4 hours, I want to watch this one. Let me zoom in, get a better feel for it. Basically look for it to break this low and then to come on down. We do have this area right here, about 5 pips below entry, that it could bounce, but most likely it's going to come on down to this area, previous level. So we got about 5 pips there and then come on down about 13 to 15 pips. If it breaks this low during the next 4 hours right here, I do believe a short that we'll see it come on down here for a quick little scalp. Well, that about wraps us up for today. Until next time, this is Jason Fielder. Good trading.